Yo, what is good, my anime people? So many anime to talk about, so little time, and we're gonna start with One Piece. Yes, One Piece is peak in my opinion, but some other people will feel differently, which is totally fine. I feel like this animation and the style and the sound effects have been hitting people in certain places, so hopefully it ends up kind of overall figuring fleshing itself out because the animation of the certain blast from the hawk in this week's episode sounded pretty dope. So if they can give me stuff like that, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm not like a stickler for it, seeing how I watch so many different shows. The thing all I will say is if it sounds cool and looks cool, I'm really happy with it. So very curious to see what people are going to continue to say about it because at the end of the day, um, it wasn't the like most quickest paced episode, but they did have these moments where I'm just like wondering what they're gonna do with the admiral, like the not the admirals, but the guys who are pretty much with the Navy and getting destroyed by Pesta Fista and by Frankie in one shot. So it's like there's not a lot of levels to those guys, unfortunately, because they show up and instantly get bodied, and that just kind of makes the overall Marines look bad, but to be fair, this is all about the elders and to know that the old man has just pulled up on everybody. Meanwhile, Luffy's looking like an absolute beast. So much to look forward to in this week's episode if you haven't watched it. But not only that, just get yourself some popcorn because One Piece is getting absolutely nuts. My next anime is, of course, the garbage show. The main people living in the garbage world, and this right here is when you start to worry about the main character. Because as of right now, I didn't have too much concern about him doing something, but knowing that he already had his thoughts about the cleaners in a negative light, just because, yeah, you don't have the same goals in mind because they're not trying to leave and go to the spear, but at the same time, they are good people, and he is such a young kid and has gone through so much. Good people aren't really all that in his his wheelbox, so to speak. And to know that he doesn't understand what the good and what the bad are, it really does make it sad to know that this guy is going to try to take advantage of that situation and make him go against everybody that has been taking care of him and showing him a different way of life. But we all know that these stories usually go for the good side, so if he does take that offer and, switch over, that would be an interesting arc as well, them trying to bring him back, but him being the main character, I feel like that would be a hard left turn for them to take. Now, for the last anime, man, this show was looking absolutely phenomenal, and I really do think some people are gonna have to give it more credit here sooner or later because just as we're seeing One Punch Man blossom with Garu actually looking pretty cool in animation modes, there's going to be a billion different people pointing out every single bad image here and there. So let me be the one to tell you that One Punch Man is doing well. There are shows that are absolutely PowerPoints. One Punch Man did not give us a PowerPoint with this fight with the Ripper, and to know that they could do something is better than nothing, man, because last time I checked, we did get a season two, and it had an amazing fight with the tank top guy. But if you go and ask anybody while it came out, they would think it's the worst fight ever. So we really get to see Saitama just enjoying struggling through his life as always, and forgetting his wallet and making other people be in the same situation as him. But ultimately, man, it really does hurt to watch One Punch Man at this point because I want to enjoy it and just enjoy my time. But of course, there's going to be so much negative coming from it, but I don't care. I'm still going to post about it because I've been waiting for this show just like everyone else. And just because some bad things are happening won't stop me from giving y'all what you want, talking about it and putting some eyes on it and being honest about it. It's not the greatest looking anime, but at the same time, it is doing better than a lot of animes I have seen come out in the recent years. So, that being said, y'all, thank you so much for the support. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I hope you enjoy. I'll talk to you very soon, and peace.